Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. Okay. Good morning, Valerie. How are you? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a fabulous weekend. I had a house full of people, and I love that. I love that. But today is going to be a calm day because everybody's gone home, and now it's just Jeff and Maisie and I. Everybody make sure that you have a big drink and take a drink. And for all things Ann and Artsy, if you would, sorry, plug this. Plugging my phone in just in case. You never know. You never know. I might run out of juice or something. Anyway. For all things Ann and Artsy, like the art printables that we're going to be working with today, we're going to work with two. We're going to work with the, I haven't played with this since we met last Thursday, because that's when company came and blah, blah, blah. But I thought I could work on this a little bit today. A Year in Bloom May. And then we're going to play with Spring Banner Builder. And this is so fun. I love this. I love this, love this, love this. So I can't wait to get artsy with both of those. And remember, both of those you can get by going to Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com, and then ask to join our private Facebook groups, Stitch Along with Ann, where we'll be tomorrow, and Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Both of those Facebook groups you need to ask to join, and then I will let you in, and we'll have ourselves a time. And then if you could like, follow, subscribe, share, comment on Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. All that communication, all those connections that we make just strengthens our relationship, which is grand, isn't it? So I'm going to start again by, it seems like I did, Parma Violet, which is my favorite. I love my Parma Violet. It's so funny, the colors that we're drawn to, you know? They really do affect us, I think. There we go. A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. Oh, nope, not there. And then it seems like we did this. Was it the China blue? No, it was the, what was the blue that we used? Just a sec. I'm trying to think what the blue was. What, royal blue. That was it. Good morning, Nancy Laberty. How are you? And again, we're just slowly adding bits of color. There we go. Just little by little. Oh my gosh, you guys, I almost did right here. And I'm like, no, that's a leaf. That's a leaf. Good night. So now let's just slowly build that up just a little bit. Bring that Parma down just a little bit. A little bit more toward the center. Remember, because we're going to have the Parma just blend in with the royal blue, just that little bit. Again, I'm trying really hard to not put any kind of pressure on my pencil. I'm holding it up a little bit higher so my strokes are a little looser. I want to take this eraser and try and get rid of that little bit. Yeah, perfect. And I want to get rid of that too. That little bit. Of purple, that violet that I got down here. So let's see if I can make that a little bit whiter. Because I really like the white space. I feel like this gives such nice contrast, you know? That makes me so happy. Bring the royal blue down just a little bit. Oh my gosh, I was reading this morning about, I like to look at Ordinary and Happy Life, and they talk about like songs, like wake up songs or feel good songs, or anyway, the wake up song that I read about, I think it might have been for yesterday, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I remember that song. And it's a song you don't hear very often, but I bet you all know it. It's, okay. Oh, I'm loving it. So let's do a little deeper up here. Because we got a nice blend right there. Let's deepen right here. It is Sunny by Bobby Hebb. Everybody remember that song? Sunny. I love that song. Then that made me think about how, like, when's the last time I actually heard that song? And, do I remember all the words to that song? And you know what I mean, how you do when you hear a song. Songs always feel like a visit from an old friend, don't they? Because there is something about the soundtrack of your life. There is this thing about, I think, if music is part of you, there is this connection for us between music and events in our lives and you know, things that happen in our lives. Let's deepen the Parma a little bit. Oops, that's kind of dark. I just remember this was kind of a slow build. But it helps warm up my brain artistically. You know what I mean? Stop. I'm loving it, loving it. Now let's come in with this china blue. See what we get. Stop. It's so pretty. Just slowly build. Even if I just like let myself kind of lose myself in color like this. Oh, it's just magical. I can feel my brain just start to like, I can just focus on this and it just has the most meditative, calming effect on me, on my whole nervous system. Not that my nervous system is like out of whack this morning or anything. It's just, you know. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Now let's try this guy and see what we get. This is mauve. I do remember that. Adding that little bit of pinkish that the mauve brings. Oh, I'm loving that. It just rounds out that color. I love that. Just a slow build. So, I read something, and of course I wrote it down for a talking point, because, you know, I can't wait to talk to you guys about, you know, all kinds of things. I thought about that. I was thinking about that as I was writing down talking points. Let's come back in with the, no, let's go with the royal blue. See what we can get with that. Hi, Sue. Good morning. I'm going over that china blue with this royal blue, and that just really, that's pretty. I like that blend. The birds are chirping like nobody's business this morning. I love that. And Maisie just chases them in the sky with her eyes. She runs around the yard thinking she's going to catch a bird. I think it's anything with movement. Anything, because it could be a fly, it could be a bird, all the things. Anyway, I was thinking about how much I look forward to just discussing the things that we discuss. Do you know what I mean? We discuss all manner of things. Not politics, not religion, not world events, because, look, there's enough of that already in the world. Do you know what I mean? But there were some cool things that I just wanted to share with you that I've come across. OMG. Okay, so I saw this thing called Simple Joys. Good morning, Karin. How are ya? I saw this thing called Simple Joys, and I just wrote down some of them because I thought, oh, we could talk about these like in a bunch of different ways. Okay, so here's some simple joys. Are you ready? Fully enjoying a quiet moment. I thought about that, and you know, sometimes we're so busy in our day that we don't fully enjoy a quiet moment. And I thought about how when I'm like really consciously aware of a quiet moment, and maybe it's been crazy and I wasn't able to enjoy a quiet moment for a little while, and then I have a quiet moment, oh, I just want to savor it. Oh, let's take a drink and enjoy a quiet moment. Okay, another simple pleasure or simple joy that I saw was one that I had just taken advantage of last week, and it was finding shapes in the clouds. And I thought, oh my gosh, I just did that with Braxton and Desiree when I thought we were driving home and we saw that Easter bunny up in the clouds. It was crazy, but like crazy cool. You know what I mean? And just the moment of discovery of the Easter bunny up in the clouds, and the moment that they both snapped a picture of it. There we go. A little bit there. There. Sunshine on your skin. Oh, I love sunshine on my skin. It just, I'm telling you, it can boost my mood immediately. And I don't mean like you have to be like laying out in the sun. I mean just turning your face toward the sun and feeling that beautiful sunshine on your face. That can be transformative to me. Listening to your favorite song. That's a good one, isn't it? But are you singing Sunny in your head right now? But there is something about, you know, they talk about music being the soundtrack of your life. I think that's so true. Sending a feel-good message. So I try to do that with text messages, like to just, family and friends. I try to do it at least once a week. And sometimes I always pick my children and my husband and my sister and my nieces. Sometimes I pick friends too. And that, I have friends that we send each other feel-good messages all the time. But I try to do it sometimes, like just pick somebody out of my contacts. And good morning, Kathy Upchurch. That maybe I haven't reached out to in a while. Because I love to just get a little surprise message in my phone, don't you? Like, oh, that's nice. And what are they doing today? I wonder what's going on in their world. And, it was lovely. So I do try to do that. What's another simple joy? Watching your TV show. Watching your favorite TV show. While my mother-in-law was here, I'm sure many of you know, she is 93 and she flew on a plane here. And Jeff's taking her to the airport right now. And so we had a little moment, she and I told you we watched lots of British TV because she loves that. That makes her so happy, We found this show called The Puzzle Lady, and my mother-in-law is a voracious crossword puzzle person. Part of Jeff's role when she's visiting or when he's visiting, that like, one of the tasks that her caretakers do is to bring her newspaper in, because she does the crossword every day, religiously. And I just love that. I just love that. And to watch my husband take such loving, kind care of his mom. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. So beautiful. Let's see. Where am I going with this? Oh, so we watched the Puzzle Lady, and we, you know, over the course of the days that she was here, we did, I need to bring that royal blue down toward the Parma Violet. I love that. Oh, look at that. I totally forgot to color in the top of that petal. Pull down that color just a little bit more. To watch my husband take such loving, tender care of his mother is the most endearing, it's the most endearing thing to witness, you know? And so she and I had this moment. I mean, we had lots of moments during her stay, but what I wanted to talk about was, like, and it was just like this little moment, and sometimes it is just a little moment, isn't it? It's not even, it's not like a big, it's not a big momentous event or anything. We just had this moment, and she said, "I'm sorry I was so much trouble." And I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "You know, it's just different. Now it's just different. Everybody's different, right? We've all grown and changed and all that stuff." And I said, "So, you know, be kind to yourself." And that's easy for me to say, because you know how that is. We all, what do I want to say? There we go. We all grow and change, and, you know, there's something tremendous to be said about grace. And I think oftentimes it gets overlooked. People don't, that grace, I just think it's more powerful than some big heroic act sometimes. I think there's something about treating people with dignity and just respect and kindness, you know. Anyway, so I told you we watched The Puzzle Lady. So if you get a chance, it's just cute. It's just a cute, I mean, it's not deep and earth-shattering or anything. It was just kind of nice to watch. Do you know what I mean? But I did introduce her to Matlock and Elsbeth. She was like, "Oh, she's cute." I said, "I know, right?" I said, "It's just easy TV to watch, you know?" So and you know, we watched the Great British Bake Off. We watched a holiday edition. She loves the Great British Bake Off. And the pottery one, remember we talked about that before, that we've watched the Great Pottery Throwdown, I think is what it was called. Oh, I loved that one too. we go. So that was fun. What was the other thing I was going to tell you? Oh my gosh. So I had, oh, Kath, what did you say? I had a veteran who was 4 days short of 100, worked crossword puzzles 1 and 2 a day, sharp as a tack. That's so cool. I love that, Kathy. I love that. I love that. Turn. Okay, so I had this big house full of people. But before I did that, I was Easter basket shopping, and I love jelly beans. And so I bought bags of them. I was going through a box that I found of some of my brother's belongings, and you know, most of you know that my brother passed years ago. And so, you know, if you've lost someone, you understand when you just happen upon something of theirs. Oh, that's a moment. Do you know what I mean? It was a moment, let me just tell you. But anyway, one of the things that I found in this box of Jerry's belongings was a crystal bowl that my mom and dad had given him. Anyway, I pulled that bowl out and I filled it with jelly beans. It was so pretty on my kitchen table. It was so pretty. Well, throughout the weekend, different people like different jelly beans, and jelly beans got eaten. And so, different bags of jelly beans got dumped in that bowl. So, like Sour Patch gummy bears and gourmet ones from Trader Joe's, and then sour ones from Trader Joe's, like all Starburst, and oh my gosh, just run the gamut. Anyway, I took a picture of this bag, from the top of these jelly beans, and I'll post it so you can see, because James, my son, said, "Mom, it's like a jelly bean minefield." And it was. Let me just tell you, it was. Okay, I'm going to set this aside, and now we're going to start playing with Spring Banner Builder. I love this because I love well, you know, I love flowers, but good morning, Vicky Dooley. I hope you had a great Easter. I saw that on Channel 8, the Purple Lady, so I taped it to see what it was about. Oh, the Puzzle Lady. Oh, it's good. It's good. I mean, it's like I said, it's not highbrow or anything. It's just entertaining and delightful, and you know. Okay, so I think I've been thinking about playing with my Karin markers some more, and so I think I'm going to do wet on wet. So let's see. I think I'm going to cut these apart to a degree. This is one of my printables where I just filled it chock full with stuff. And my idea is that you can... So we have the banner piece, right? Or you could use this as a card base, whatever you want. But this piece could be the base, and then all these pieces could be built on top of here. And if you go on my website, you'll see some examples of that. And then watch this week, because There'll be more examples. Bits and pieces. And there's just something about the act of coloring, isn't there? I love that. I do. So I told you about I told you about the jelly bean minefield. But I also wanted to tell you about, I think I told you guys about them, but we didn't discuss them. So I bought, you know, I like fruit. And I bought a heirloom orange and it's a special kind of Tangelo. Oh, it starts with an M. No, I don't remember. Anyway, oh, you know what? The sticker is in my art journal, so I can look it up right now. It is a Mineola Tangelo. Is it Tangelo? Is it Tangelo? Whatever. Anyway, an heirloom sun-kissed orange and 2 of these Mineola Tangelos. Delicious. But I will say, I liked the heirloom orange better than the Tangelo. So we had a taste test, the whole family. Everybody got a segment. Let's see. So I think I want to do leaves. Set those aside. And let's concentrate on these 4 flowers. Let's concentrate on this big one first. Okay, so I have neon blue, and then I want, what is this one? Sky blue, turquoise. There's an aqua that I'm just an Arctic blue. I love that one. And then cool aqua. Let's start with the cool aqua first. So let's, you know, we're going to start with a wet paintbrush. I'm going to wet a segment. And then Carmen likes to do dots of color. So I'm, because then look at that, you're going to let that water work for you. And then you're going to take that same wet brush, tap off the excess, maybe even tap it on the paper towel, and then pull that color up. And I like to start with like the lightest color. And then remember, if you have excess pigment, you can wipe it off on your paper towel. That's nice. Okay. Let's do the same here. I'm going to wet this whole petal. And then I'm going to dot some color. Let the water start to work for us. So pretty. And then just pull that color up. Tap off. Oh, I love that. Oh, whoops. I almost put more color on. Straight on. Yikes. Oh, look at that. That one really moved. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. So yesterday was my mom's passing date. 2 years. And I knew it was coming, and I just told myself that I was just going to sit with it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, everybody take a drink, please. And so I did. And you know, I'm not going to say I wasn't sad. I am, because I miss her every day. But I was okay. Time just, it certainly doesn't make it go away, but it does kind of soften it, doesn't it? There's something about time when you're in the throes of grief. It's hard to see any of that. But time does, I don't know, it does have an effect, that's for sure. Gosh, I'm loving this. Oh, I think I need to do up here too. Okay, I think I'm going to let that sit for a minute because I don't know what next steps I want to take. I'm feeling like I want the center to be orangey, yellowy. I just don't know exactly where I want to go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so I saw this other thing and I wanted to talk about it. But first, I want to share with you, while this is drying, the Easter basket my child made for me. I'm telling you, James is the best gift giver. He's the best, well, you'll see. You'll see. So it was in this sparkly pink basket that looks like a fruit basket. Love that. Okay, so there's these things called, oh golly, now I don't remember, and I think I threw oh wait, what is this? Mini brands. So there's these balls, right? And it's wrapped up, but inside are different things. Like there's mini brands books and mini brands little dolls and trucks and all kinds of things. But this one happens to be Mini Brands Create Masterpieces. Shut up. Okay, so look. So in one of the little packages is this easel, right? That you have to kind of snap together. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. These masterpieces. So, woman with ermine. Oh, darn it. I undid that. So this kind of snaps. It took me a while to figure out where that goes, but it does slide up and down because you'll notice that all of the paintings are different sizes. Sistine Chapel. And Mondrian. You guys, seriously, this, when I opened this, I immediately put it all together. I just fell in love with it. So cool, right? Okay, what are the other things in here? Oh, so the other things, a Frida sticker, of course. And I've never seen this Frida sticker, so that made me flip out. A Frida mini embroidery, cross stitch. Totally doing that. And then look at these. These are just fascinating. So there are these, I love Betty Boop. There are these crazy stampy sticker things, and they're all, like, the artwork is all different, and I think it's French, I think. Oh my gosh, so cool. Look at this, a whole sheet. And I think this, yeah, this is a whole sheet. Look at them. Madly in love with those. And then this one, in love with that. And then this one, in love with that. Ugh, so in love with all of that. And then in my post office box, I got a piece of mail from our friend Nancy, and I myrtleize her last name every time. Nancy Maddock. I think it's Maddock. Anyway. I got this beautiful card that was a thank you for, look at the picture, and then it says, awkward hug, seriously, thank you so much. So cute. Anyway, it's a lovely note thanking me for including her in my artist retreat, and that was lovely. And then look at this sticker that somehow I will repair and put in my art journal, You Are the Best. And then this rainbow washi tape, you know, nothing goes to waste. And there's a postage stamp right here. And her return address thing has a cat, and this is a cat, so I think she likes cats, which I didn't know, which I love figuring that out. And then look at this. It's a sticker, but it's like a patch sticker that's like the patches that they put on Letterman's jackets. Oh, love that. And it's a mushroom. Love that. So that's the mail call. Are we dry by now? Maybe. How am I doing time? Oh, I still have lots of time. My son is so thoughtful. I'm telling you. He finds the most amazing, you can't even believe. He found it. So Jeff's name is Geoffrey. In Jeff's Easter basket, there was a coffee mug that was, I'm not kidding, about this big. I'm not kidding, like a little porcelain ceramic coffee mug, and it says Jeffrey on it. I don't know how he found that. Oh my God. So cool. So cool. Okay, let's do some leaves, shall we? Well, I'm still pondering this. Oh, no, you know what? I want to use my gold, and I was thinking about, I want to paint around these little baubles in the center of this flower. So in Jeff's basket, there was also a DVD of this terrible movie that he loves, Violent Night, like a play on Silent Night. But that kid knows his dad, and so Jeff was like, my favorite movie. I love that movie. And the little cup and a little notebook and a pen, like one of James's favorite pens. And in my mother-in-law's, she got okay, I kind of like that, but no, I really want to like add just a little bit of amber. Let's see what happens if I just add a little bit of amber. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Look at that immediate. Okay, let's a little bit of amber over here. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to slowly work that over. I feel like that's really giving me some good form. You know, I like it to look like it pops. I'm going to pull some of that color from the center so we've got like, it's almost white in the center. You know what I was thinking? Might be. I would like to pop that a little bit, just to see how it's kind of indented. I don't know if you can see that, but I want to play that up a little bit. I wonder if I have the end of a paintbrush and I just flip it over and I do this. You know what I mean? Oh, I love that. So maybe try this too on yours. Like just have it be just subtly popped. Do you know what I mean? And then you could come on the front and use this to kind of like push the base of the petals back a little bit. So I think then that'll like feel a little bit more prominent, but not overwhelming or anything. I want it to be subtle. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that, love that. Oh! Okay. Now I haven't decided what other colors I want to do on here, so I'm going to give it a moment for me to ponder it. I can't wait to see what you guys do. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Oh my gosh. So like I said, so before I did my show and tell, I told you, I saw this thing and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so goals for me. Because I try really hard, but you know, I am human and so I falter, but I thought this was so good. You see the people who truly shine? They're not the ones trying to impress you or to win some secret advantage. They are simply kind, not as a tactic, not as a strategy, but because it is their nature. When someone is genuinely kind, without any thought of what they'll get in return, their presence feels light, effortless, like a cool breeze on a hot day. It refreshes you. Oh man, I just love that. I just love that. That one just, ooh, that was so good. Okay, I'm going to see So I have the cool aqua. And I was gonna see. This is the cyan. What else do I have? Neon blue. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, there we go. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, so let's come in with that neon blue, but now we're going to come wet on dry. But then we're going to pull it out with the paintbrush. And I'm going to start working it up the sides, into the base, up the sides, jiggy blend. I'm loving that. Okay. Tip, wipe off. Up those sides. See how that just starts to give each petal its own form. Wipe off, and then jiggy blend. Dot, 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 dot. I just thought that was so, I don't know, profound. You know? Okay, let's see, where are we? I think here. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm loving it so much, you guys. I'm glad I did a little bit of that embossing on the back side, because that's just kind of enhances the center of the flower, I think. There we go. Okay, this one, look at, I have this big bloom up here that I just feel like, I don't know if you can see that, this bloom of color that I really want to kind of play up. I want to really, I don't know, let that be prominent. So let's do some here. And then let's start pulling that color up. I just like a slow build, you know what I mean? But let's pull some of that color. Ah, I'm loving that. Okay, I think we went all the way around. Okay, so now we probably need to let that sit, right? And then we need to come up with, well, we need to do something in here. I could take a drink. I'm feeling like I could do this cyan, or I could do green, like a light green. Like I have this lime. That might be pretty. So what if we did tap, tap, tap. Did wet, 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 wet. And just tap it on one side. So we just start to get that little bit of build of color. That, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. How about you guys? Tap that off. We had Easter egg hunts and colored eggs. I don't care if you are 2 or 62 or 92. You should color an Easter egg. It's so fun. My mother-in-law did not color an Easter egg, but holy smokes, did we have so much fun coloring Easter eggs. So much fun. Because there's no like right way to do it, right? Jeff did this cool thing where he just put olive oil in his hand and then he just kind of rubbed it around and then he put the whole egg in there and then kind of rubbed the oil all over it and then put it in the dye. Oh my gosh, you guys, they turned out so cool. like kind of marbly looking. That was very cool. All right. I'm trying to think what. If we do, I want these petals to be darker. Didn't I have, wasn't this? Yes. So, but let's do the wet on. Let's continue with the, hi Sue, Blaylock. How are you this morning? So glad you're here. We're just playing with our Karin markers. Wet on wet. Right now we're doing wet on wet. Earlier we did dry, wet on dry. Okay, so you're gonna wet, let that water work for you, right? And then let's pull that color to the end. And then remember, wipe off the excess on your paper towel. That's pretty. That's really pretty, you guys, I think. That's adding kind of like just what we need. So I like to dip my brush in the water and then tap off the excess on my paper towel so it's not flooding the area with water. Just kind of just enough. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Get some more water. How are we doing on time? Do I still have a few? Nah, it's 10 o'clock. Dang it. Okay, so I will bid you adieu, but I will also say be on the lookout for these flowers and these leaves and this this banner builder. I don't know if I'm going to make it into a banner or a card or what, but I do have lots of cool ideas. I do. So go out and make it a terrific Tuesday. And remember that you don't have to solve everything today. Progress is enough. Baby steps are still steps. I adore you all. Thanks so much, everybody. I love that you came and joined me this morning. pull out your Karin markers and your spring banner builder, and see what we can. Let's spread some spring joy. I adore you all. Thanks so much, everybody. See you tomorrow.